Don't Raven won that one. That was funny.
I fucking hate you sometimes. Oh
I think
man,
that's the point.
I kind of want to block you.
I would not blame you.
Oh man, I want to just block you. Like, be like, Raven will no longer be attending our streams. Okay. Last time we hung out with Arlak Company, we and saw the Rachni Queen, who had been captured by the Reapers. And we freed her again. That's how that went. All right, let's.
I
see.
gotta,
Did I
like,
talk
I
to
gotta know.
Rex?
They had to have been looking for her to find her because she promised to say like low key and like almost literally
Well,
underground.
it's implied from the beginning that the whole first Rachni war was the Reapers controlling the Rachni in the first place. So, I mean,
yes,
the Rachni
but
said, the Reapers probably said, that one almost worked out last time. Why don't we try it again?
well, they would have had to have known that the Rachni were still existing.
Well, they knew where the Rachni relay were. Yeah, and the Rachni, yeah, of course, did still exist at some point. They remember, they probably learned it when they indoctrinated some other people.
Scalpels were never meant to cut.
It's also possible that they didn't actually encounter Reapers and encountered Reaper devices because Reaper devices can also trigger indoctrination.
That too. That is also true. However, it was during the period when Sovereign was active, and it did say that Sovereign may have tried a number of plans. Oh, hey, Benning is finally available.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to Eve and Morden first. Haven't gotten the chance to do that.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard.
I love that Morden's trying to play matchmaker with Eve.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex.
Lol.
You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Far less painful than tissue sampling.
Don't remind me. I think you enjoyed doing that.
Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive. Also affecting comfort of patient.
Fuck you, it was funny.
Suspicion is healthy. He's trustworthy.
Considering everything the Solarians have done to the Krogan, can you blame him?
Yes.
Trustworthy.
Eve's release my doing.
If you...
Would never have known about
I
it.
hate
It's not
you.
for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my
Like,
responsibility.
if there were any
Her
other
welfare
doctor, I would
a
have
priority.
condoned that, but it was Morden.
Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an
I wanted to thank you for saving my life, Commander. Even if it was to serve your own ambitions.
Krogan have always put their ambitions first. I would think you'd respect that.
Perhaps. But how well has that arrogance worked for us?
I brought you all the way here, and I still don't know your real name.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our
That's a
culture,
fucked up
our
line.
knowledge, our
Yep.
secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
Wisdom comes from pain, and that sterility plague has made us very
Who you
wise.
initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
That's a brutal initiation.
but an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
How's Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, both your offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Sorry, Vorcha offspring have an allergy
Thanks
to
for talking
dairy.
It's my pleasure.
Interesting.
I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect.
When
Your people have placed a
We
lot
may
Yeah.
we may have missed it because Alex
More than your
immediately
people have put on you.
talked to Eve,
and maybe we can show
but
the men
Morden's
how
like
it's done.
talking about what he'll do for like the cure, and it mentions that if he does one thing, it'll fuck up her immune system and kill her. And she goes, "What?" He goes, "Oh, sorry, I'm an auditory list reviewer. I have to talk out my process." So you're talking about my death. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Patient on comfort. I'll keep it to myself." And he just goes, "Mm-hmm."
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Yes, those notes are invaluable.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient, my responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity...
That had to have hurt.
Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
Oh yeah, mutagens usually come from viruses. That's it. Yeah, viruses are what alter DNA. So he's basically making a viral cure.
What can you tell me about the shroud?
Climate regulator.
But yeah,
Counteracts radiation damage to
when she
Earth's
said
atmosphere
please
from
in his
nuclear
response to
particles emitted from
Daniel
main tower
Elper, that
form
probably
flame
had to
that
hurt
mitigates
his
ultraviolet
soul.
bombardment, prevents atmospheric escape of necessary elements.
Yeah.
And your people put it up?
Yes, when
Then again,
processed-
he's a Solarian. He probably
demonstration of
processed in
goodwill to
10
Krogan,
minutes.
Stabilize climate, impress population. Combined with technological gifts, easy to gain Krogan support against Rachni.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being...
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression, cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else. No personal stake here.
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
You know, you can, I'm not gonna do it, mainly because it's something that only happens if you go down the worst path, where you can press him on it really hard about why he's so adamant about curing the genophage when there are other avenues. If you, and he will just he will have
He just
an emotional
screams,
outburst.
I made a mistake.
He screams at you, "I made a mistake. I shouldn't have corrected the genophage and made it more potent to continue." He says he blames himself and it was the wrong thing to do, and he has to fix it. That's why he wants to cure it. He's kind of been denying it all this time, but he really, really wants to cure it because he feels even more responsible, and even if he hasn't admitted it to himself.
I called
I mean, that's
that
obvious,
from the
but
second I
just
heard
having him outburst it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the first time I heard him say the line in ME2 that he sometimes has trouble sleeping at nights, I called that from the fucking get-go. Like the second I heard that, it's like he doesn't like what he did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like because somebody comes up with an alternate plan to make the Krogan think that the genophage is cured but not, and with that Morden will not go with that, even though it lines up with his justification right here, and he's just hearing him say, "I made a mistake. I have to fix it. It has to be me.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be done, and it has to be me." that whole thing.
Yeah.
So we did the right thing.
There is a way for him to get
Indeed.
along with
Would
it,
be
but it
much harder
requires
to
a lot of
train
fucked
without
up
it.
choices
Maybe
throughout the
impossible.
series that I don't think
All
we would
those
ever do it.
experiments we saw back on
Yeah.
Turian.
Honestly,
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
but yeah. I'm telling you about this. It's not really a spoiler, but I'm telling you about this because I'm not going to do it, because I did it one playthrough and I hated it, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So the end justifies the means.
Not my means.
But you're using the data. Encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
There it is. Yeah. The first time he said, "All right, let's get out of here. Anywhere, maybe someplace sunny." He first said that in between we were on Tajanka. Like, this ain't sunny enough for you?
Oh, Chockless is with Engineer Adams in the
And Garrus
cruise
is in
quarters.
the lounge.
Gotta talk to Chockless.
I can't imagine anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy.
Oh no, Chockless is a
Not
Karen.
fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Go, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes, Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no.
Chocolates
I just
needs a
thought I was
hug.
getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
Hello, Commander.
Alright, we want to go to the lounge.
Lounge is to the right of the elevator.
Wasn't the first time we've faced Ragni.
Really? You've seen them before?
A few years back, on Novaria, Saren and his minions were trying to extract information from the Ragni Queen.
You saw the Queen?
Hell, we spoke to her.
You spoke? I can't imagine that. The things you've done, sir, they're amazing.
Well, it didn't seem that way at the time. Mostly, you're just clawing your way out of one mess and into another, hoping your ass comes along for the ride. Just one word, Shepard. Grunt. There'll be a lot more dead Reapers now. Siding with the giant spiders again, huh, Shepard?
Oh, the way Garrus
Let's hope
phrases
this
things
finally
sometimes.
pays off. Most people have never even seen a Ragni. The Normandy, we're a regular safari tour. If I never see another spider again, I'll die a contented Turian. Unless they have spiders in the afterlife. Damn. Another time, maybe.
Okay, hang on.
I wholly appreciate how they somewhat nailed with Garrus, the phrasing that only military people can come up with.
Yeah, that whole thing is like, yeah, you're just crawling your ass from one fire to the next and like you're crawling from one mess to the next and hoping your ass comes along for the ride.
Yes.
Let's see here, show info.
I do say, hun, it would be better if you just put on the Cerberus Ajax armor.
I know, but I don't
it.
like the look of it.
I mean,
I like to do stuff.
I mean, the look of the Ajax armor is fine, but the bonuses aren't. I'm not crazy over.
They're the best bonuses that you can get out of all the armor sets.
Yeah, but I'm just not personally into it. But that is a me thing. This is not me saying like that's a shit thing and I'm never gonna use it. I'm just saying like I probably won't use it because I like fucking around with the actual stuff the game gives me. The other stuff, oh man, get that magical capacity.
Gave you the armor. Try to see it because I know it's in here somewhere.
The
It's the
Venom
most
shotgun?
useless mod ever.
Oh, mod?
Agor munitions, an SMG scope.
Hey, is it? No,
Oh,
no, no,
Alex.
no, no, no. That's
No,
not
Alex,
it. I
get
was
the
thinking
venom
of
shotgun.
I was thinking of the.
shotgun. That thing's
No,
hilarious.
Alex doesn't like shotguns, even though she
You know
plays
what?
the shotgun
You know what? I
class.
will get that for
It's
I'll get that for some my shotgun.
I
Funny.
suggest if you're going to get anything, get the there is a pistol, the blood pack pistol. That one is stupid good. You only get one shot, but it kills pretty much everything.
oh yeah,
you
the
hit.
executioner. The executioner's really funny.
Yeah, and it's lightweight too, so you can have a second weapon with it.
I forgot something in the crew deck. Because Raven reminded me another day, and then I and I had almost forgotten it.
What did you forget? Oh, also, I wouldn't recommend giving the venom
There we
shotgun
go.
to squad mates because it's a charge shotgun, like the Geth plasma shotgun.
They don't charge
But,
it.
Yeah, like the Geth plasma shotgun in 2, they don't charge it, so they don't use it properly.
All right, let's get to Benning.
But having used it firsthand, I think it's hilarious.
Anderson's available? No, just fucking. All right, let's see what Anderson has to say.
He has like random conversations with you in times that it does not feel like he should.
We're
I
gonna
mean, hey,
talk
he's
to
gotta
him, and
chat
then we're
when
gonna
he
hit
can.
Benning.
But yeah, and as soon as you get a chance to buy the executioner pistol, I'd say get it just because
Shepard.
it's
So I imagine by
mean.
now you've wiped the galaxy clean of Reapers, and we can all come up for air?
Not quite. There've been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like you've got some knots to untangle.
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you. I gather you and Kaylee Sanders were close?
I owe you for that one, Shepard. Kaylee and I met almost 20 years ago. We even had a run-in with Saren in his early days. She and I were more than close.
She misses you.
I miss her. End of the world has a way of reminding you what you forgot to do. Maybe when the war's over, Kaylee and I will do something about that.
You'll see her soon.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem right now. Like a galaxy full of scared bureaucrats.
I don't know how you deal with all the politics. It's a pain in the ass.
As I recall, you gave me the job.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Just remember, the more they complain, the more you know you're accomplishing something.
What about you? What's happening on Earth?
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say a lot of cities around the world have stopped checking in.
That bad?
You and I knew what we were in for, but everyone else? I don't think the shock's worn off yet.
Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver, and now we're running from foxhole to foxhole just trying to stay alive.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves. They're focusing on the big cities, which does give us some room to maneuver.
You think you can hang on?
Hell, we're still just trying to talk to each other. Right now, all we can do is organize the resistance at a local level. No lack of volunteers, at least. Everybody knows what's at stake.
Nothing motivates a soldier like losing their home.
Trying to take it back makes an even better one. You take care, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
Alright, now let's get to Benning.
Yeah. What's that? They're going after the populated areas? Fuck, just go to Alaska. You'll be fine. I'll go to Alaska last.
There's a lot of unpopulated areas in Texas and California too.
Yeah, but
There's a lot more unpopulated areas now in Texas and California with the Reapers.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the biggest city in Texas far outshines the biggest city in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Alaska's bigger.
Alright. That's fine.
Don't quote me on that, though.
Alaska's bigger. Alaska's a lot bigger than Texas.
Alaska's fucking huge. I'm still tickled about the fact
There's
that we got
nothing in
Alaska
these
dirt
two
cheap.
areas that confused me. I made sure to check there's no assets in these areas to scan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Benning, where are you? I guess here? Fuck! Oh, man. So much for our
You can scan that.
This
Biggest...
is a Reaper-controlled system.
You can scan that, though, and it will give you a thing.
Fuck, okay. Oh.
I found something.
Oh, holy Jesus. Intel from the Battle of Arcturus. Euler.
You know, there's a part of me that wonders, like, what happens if I just scanned, and then as I left and exited the galaxy map, it's like a bunch of Reapers came out.
It would be
like,
funny.
Would the ship just be stuck in space, and the Reapers are just waiting for me to get back there?
Alright, who should I bring?
Garrison Javik. Alright, I know where you need to go for this thing, and I warn you that it may seem that you didn't actually do it. This mission's glitchy as hell. Just go bottom for that entirely. The top tree is worthless in fitness. I really like Concussive Shot's final level ups.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is that it makes it so that Concussive Shot now will be affected by whatever ammo type you have.
Initial reports indicated they were recruiting civilians, but further investigations suggested that people are being taken against their will.
For what purpose?
Unknown. We sent a recon team to investigate, and the Cerberus squads reacted by targeting civilians in public facilities. Officially, Cerberus is denying responsibility and condemning the action. They're either lying, or we're dealing with a rogue faction.
And innocents are caught in their crosshairs.
Exactly. Secure the area so we can establish a rescue lifeline to the rest of the city.
Approaching the drop point, Commander.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
They're lying.
The people down there are counting
Yeah!
Knock it out.
Just like they were lying about the shit we found in ME 2 and ME 1.
Fielding an avalanche of civilian SOS requests, Commander.
Oh. Who would have thought it? The people who have lied multiple times lied.
Again.
The lying liars
Shocked
are lying.
Pikachu-face.
Who
On
could
my
have
way.
predicted such a thing?
Update.
And you want to go on the far right section towards those civilians, and there's going to be some dog tags where the civilians are standing. You can pick it up, and you will have no notification that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
picked them up.
it's for that guy's son, huh? So you said to the right or left?
The right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it says civilians.
Nope. Too far out.
It wasn't even too far out, it was aimed at a wall. Wait, no, you hit him. He got frozen. What happened to him? Proximity mine.
Booyah! This is also a multiplayer map.
My least favorite of the multiplayer maps.
This was the only this is the one that they showed off during the demo.
Yep.
Eh.
Nope. There they are. Oh, you're right. No indication.
Yep. I spent like 10 minutes here. Like, did I pick it up on accident? I tried to go into cover, and I accidentally picked it up, and I thought I glitched the game.
Lol.
There should be like 2 more things you can grab here, but other than that, I don't.
Are
You
there
didn't
any-
kill. There was still more there. Where you were.
You see him? Cause I don't.
There's somewhere here. It might be up top, because that's where they're supposed to spawn. Fortunately, there's no way for Shepard to get up there.
Oh! Oh, man.
Yeah. Yep, felt it. What even happened to him?
I don't know.
What happened to him?
He broke. There's got to be one more. It's those two buildings that you were looking at, hun. Where the Cerberus guy was.
Up over there? I'm getting an indication.
The one with
in
the one with open walls. Yeah, those two.
This is so
Yep, there was
jank.
one up top left.
Oh my god.
I saw the gunfire for a split second.
Holy shit.
What is it, Lieutenant?
There we go.
Oh,
Where are they?
that's so dumb. What happened? What
Yo,
happened?
you want to talk fun, Dylan? Imagine that happening during a multiplayer match. Just everybody running around. An awakened collector just making buzzing noises. A Krogan warlord with a hammer that has no range because they didn't expect to actually have to shoot.
Look, reinforcements are here.
Try to stay calm.
Might be something in that building.
What should we do? Just stay down.
Commander, more Cerberus troops are heading your way. If you can hold the line there, it'll give the civilians time to escape.
You heard him. We hold here.
Alex, I want you to just fire quickly a wall to show what you're shooting into people. Just killed somebody on accident.
You mean that?
Yeah, look at that. That's what you're shooting into people.
I know.
That's got nothing on. Like, Thorn wishes he could be that big.
That's Thorn if it were a sniper. Now, granted, Raven, remember, Thorn is like a fourth of the size of this thing.
Yeah. This is also superheated metal. That is the size of your torso.
And Thorn's is
Going
a
muzzle velocity.
giant necrotic dart. That's the size of your fucking forearm.
If you don't get close to them, I believe it's just going to infinitely spawn enemies. I swear to God, watching Alex play compared to me is so weird.
A little bit.
For one, she's actually using guns.
I use guns. I just love comboing powers too because it's hilarious.
I just hit everything with overload and incinerate and just watch the explosions.
watch the pretty fireworks.
Uh-oh. I love how, like, 3 seconds before it showed up on stream, I had caught that turret out of the corner of my eye.
I didn't.
Like, I saw the different shield bar, and I knew that the only thing that has those shield bars are Atlas or turrets, and it's too small to be an Atlas.
Yeah.
The shield bar in this is a lot darker blue, unless it's for a turret or an Atlas where it's a lighter blue. Oh.
Game. Why is it not triggering? God.
Other reason why I don't like playing Vanguard. Your key power sometimes doesn't work.
Well.
And it kind of sucked because, like, Engineer, if you respec and put no points into Combat Drone, you're fine. If you respec
Somebody's dying
Infiltrator...
over there. I can hear them go. I can hear them just like,
If you spec into Infiltrator and respec and get rid of Tactical Cloak, you're still fine. You respec Vanguard, all you're left with is Shockwave and Pull. You're fucked. Because Nova's too dangerous without charge. So half of your kit is required, and one of those powers doesn't work all the time.
Bot.
We're getting reports of continuing strikes against other cities on Benning.
Cerberus still denying responsibility?
Yes, and for once we're inclined to believe them gunning down innocent humans isn't their usual MO.
No,
Either
they're
way, the
responsible.
civilians down there have a chance now. We're solidifying a foothold and getting people out, then we'll move to liberating the rest of the planet.
For once, we're inclined to believe. Why would they even care about if Cerberus admitted that they did it?
Carry on.
Cerberus is still the enemy. Alright, let's go drop off that info for that. Did we ever get anything for those power cells? Predator Chunka.
Power cells.
Alright, where is Arun?
Arun, you can't do that until after Tachanka.
Okay. What about the heating unit stabilizers and the power grid? That's what I'm talking about. The things that I still need.
I believe you have to buy those from Spectre shop or from a different shop, and if they're not there, you get them after Tachanka.
Okay. So you checked on this then?
Well, I did at least the Arun thing after Tachanka, and it says on the wiki you can only do it after Tachanka.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about the power cells and whatnot. I believe you on the Arun thing. I'm gonna take your word for it on the Arun, but I'm just asking for the power cells and the that other
heating unit stabilizers.
Yeah.
You have to get a mission for Novaria.
Gee, I don't even remember that mission for Novaria. Is that the one with the... Was that the Cerberus mission on Novaria?
No, it's a multiplayer map.
Yeah, it was a Cerberus mission on Novaria where they were doing the Reaper research. Of course, it may not have actually been Novaria, but I mean, there was Reaper research on a like a frozen wasteland planet. Frozen.
That was a different planet.
Okay. I guess there's a second ice
The
planet.
one on Novaria is a fighter base.
Okay. All right. Well, let me at least drop off this thing for the guy. Get him some peace of mind.
Yeah, so it's a Novaria mission, and that Novaria mission is not available until after Tachanka, so...
Okay.
Cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Okay, 2 things.
I need to get to the hospital.
gonna check on the
Commander.
next portion of the story that lady's got to say.
Yes.
So you went back to the farm.
We snuck down the hill. We were hungry, filthy. They'd turned the towel into a kind of tunic. They'd cleaned up the bodies to make more husks, I figured. But there were still farmers alive. They were being held prisoner. And Naira was there, directing the other forces. I could see her. I got within 10 meters of her. If I just had my gun.
What happened next?
I got to the prisoners. The farm girl unlocked their restraints, and that's when they all started screaming.
Looks like the prisoners were all indoctrinated.
The power grid is on a mission on Tuchanka. The Cerberus mission.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Wanted to make sure before because you know how there's going to be a whole state change in the Citadel after Tuchanka. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to lock myself out of those missions.
Yes, his squad. Have you found my son?
I found your son's body in the
If you did not find the dog tags, you could buy them from the Spectre Requisitions office for 1,000 creds.
See. Their guilt made them avoid me. They should feel honored by his sacrifice. I know that I do. Thank you, my friend.
Humanity has suffered a heavy blow as Arcturus Station, capital of the system's alliance.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Right, let's see here.
You actually need to head to the Spectre Terminal?
No, the Spectre Terminal was always listed.
No, it's not highlighted unless you have to go there.
It was highlighted the last time I was here.
That means that there was something in the middle terminal that you have to activate, probably. Because it wasn't activated when I was playing an hour ago. Yep.
Val, here's the correspondence. If there's any mention of soul names...
Wait, I already did this!
What?
The fuck?
Wait, what?
I already did.
Got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
What? You did this! I watched you do this!
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
What in the Sam fuck is going on?
What?
But now you can't do it in the holding area.
I already did it in the holding area. That's the thing. That's why I picked it up the first time. Oh, Cortez Memorial Wall. That's the new thing.
I'm so confused.
Fuck it. Just leave it alone.
When I said Hanar track, I'm like, I already did that.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they had the line, I'm like, I already did that!
Welcome, Commander Shepard. 1 moment, please.
Alright, Cortez at the Memorial
I
Wall.
wonder if we're going to encounter the glitch that I had in one side mission where I was trying to talk to a Turian and the Turian sunk into the floor, so it was like 3 feet shorter than Shepard.
There's Cortez.
Are you okay?
I've just been standing here, holding this for I don't know how long. He'll always be a part of me.
Your past is yours. No one can take that away.
I love you, but I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve.
Goodbye, Robert.
Yeah, why not? Be a friend.
Can you imagine just not doing that Paragon option?
I mean, I can. Because I'm a terrible person, but...
Shepard just walks away. Just, well, good for him.
Question is now.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Should I do the thing before the Citadel's state change?
Now arriving at docking bay.
You will not get a chance to after.
No. I mean, should I do one of the DLCs before the Citadel state change? Because it'd be interesting to get it all set up and then be like, anyway, let's just do this detour.
I think Leviathan or Omega would be interesting.
Rogue fighter pilots.
I accidentally started
Cortez.
Leviathan before I realized that, oh shit, this is a DLC. No.
It's pretty fucking heavy DLC. Not really that heavy.
Yeah, no, and then I had to reload an hour and a half back, so I had to redo an hour and a half of gameplay. It was like, well, fuck me. I didn't want to get locked into that DLC yet, but it did look like a very interesting DLC.
It's probably like the most important DLC in this game.
Wow. Okay. More important than the Prothean?
Yes.
No. This is not something that should have been on the base game.
I would argue it is.
Well, the thing is, unlike the Prothean, it wasn't on disc and they came up with it later. It was the first release DLC for this game.
I found something.
That was not a day. That was, I should say, the first release DLC that wasn't like
on
on
this
disc
DLC. Just it not being on the disc doesn't really mean anything because Omega should have just been in the base game.
Well, here's the thing. There are things where you can argue should have been in the base game because of, you know, there's some significant story stuff and you can't believe that they didn't have it on there. And there's where they know it was in the base game and then somebody said, no, cut that off. We can resell that. Up there's the Shadow Broker squad that they were.
I mean, that is arguable. The bit from Omega was cut off because you have Arya building this up, explaining what happened, saying, I'll get
that's
that
them
payback.
saying,
and then,
them putting in the seeds to let you know that DLC is coming is different from, like, that, because that's the thing where Omega and Leviathan clearly were not done before this game released. Like, Omega came out like 6 months after the game was released. And Leviathan was like 3 months. As opposed to Javik, which was day one purchase, and when people examined the game files, they found him in there. Like, those are two very different things.
I still argue that it should have been in the base game. At least Omega should have been.
Yes, it should have been
just
in the story.
because the comics also show a lot.
It should have been there because it was a plot line that was not finished. It should have been there because it was a plot line that was left hanging up until it was resolved with DLC.
There was actually an asset back there in Nith.
I didn't even see it, like, at all. I kept scanning for it and didn't detect anything. I'll go back and check it. Let me just fuel up. But, like, I kept scanning and I didn't detect anything. Also, that sun with its huge fucking glare didn't help.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like, I classify things that are clearly plot lines left hanging differently than oh, there it is. I classify those differently from something where they just wanted to make a quick extra buck.
Well, I also say it's important just because the stuff that you learn in Leviathan should have been answered in the base game.
It should have been answered prior.
Okay, what bullshit?
It'd be like that sometimes.
Alex?
Yeah.
Listen.
No, No, Alex, I get it. I landed on a planet when they were like halfway eating my entire ass, and then popped out of the planet. They still didn't catch me, even though my model was practically gone, and I got away.
There's nothing in Arlac. You got everything right now.
Okay.
Dumb. It was utter stupid.
So the Cerberus presence is where you get the grid.
Okay, we'll hit both of these. We'll hit both of these.
Both
First
of the
things-
non-priority things.
Yeah, this is
The
the last
Shroud
thing.
is the priority.
This will reset. This will doing this will remove these two, and will also change the state of the galaxy map. So, yeah.
Yeah.
First, let's rescue these Turians.
I find it interesting that
Garrus.
doing that will not remove Grunt's mission, though.
Doing what?
Doing the Shroud.
I could have sworn it would have removed John's mission.
Nope, you can actually go meet Grunt later because there's dialogue scenes with Ashley and Caden.
Huh. Okay. All right. Anything else? Who should I bring? Who should I bring? Garrus for me is a must because he's got some insights on Turian military.
There's not really a lot of extra dialogue on this mission, so.
Dylan, any
Oh wait,
opinions?
no, you're on the Turian mission.
Yeah, Turian mission.
Oh, either Edie or Javik.
I was gonna say Javik.
Okay, we'll bring.
I like
Javik.
Javik. I like Javik. Also, I have to say this now. I was having a very minor crisis when I came to the crippling realization that, oh God, the romance they're doing with Edie is the pinnacle of a man loving his car a little too much.
Lol.
Alex, you have not even touched
Can't tell me
Shockwave this
wrong.
entire game.
You
Alex, if you
always
upgrade
bitch
Shockwave.
about it. Leave
Why
me
do you
alone.
use it?
I said it's better in this game, so you should use it in this game back in Mass Effect 2.
2 times in a row. Ooh.
But at the cost of reducing damage in force by 40%.
Okay, fuck that. Power recharge. I'll take power recharge.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God,
thought it
no,
was
yes,
really good
always
too, and
power
then I
recharge.
read the fine print.
Like, oh hey, that sounds funny. And then you read it. Oh hey, that sounds a lot less funny.
Yeah.
This crash site's a nightmare. Edie, try to raise Lieutenant Victus. Yes.
Yeah,
ma'am.
no, I for 3, I'm going for as much power cooldown, for as little cooldown time as possible.
And that it's his son.
Faster I can rip off powers, the better.
Promoting family without merit can bite you in
And
the
then
ass.
there is the mission where I took all the guns.
Is the Primarch knows that.
Commander, I have to land well back.
See, I'm not even sure that this is necessarily all that. Okay, so they say that this crash is a colossal fuck up, but I mean,
Alright,
like,
set her down.
people
Let's
get
save
shot
this
down.
platoon.
That happens. I'm not sure this is a colossal fuck up.
A fuck up, yes.
Well,
Colossal?
it's more that his call was the
Yeah, but this
less
is before he
direct
knows
route,
that.
which was the accepted route, and it ended up fucking them.
Did you raise Lieutenant
Well,
Victus?
yeah, but still, he made the call. It's
Yeah,
his fault, in their opinion.
Okay, but this is still not a colossal fuck up.
Also,
When you fly into enemy
they
territory,
they
you
also
sure
do point out that he was promoted to lieutenant without earning it because
No,
of his
they
father.
assume he didn't earn it. They literally haven't actually met him. They assume he didn't earn it because they're assuming because of this fuck up he's not capable. Which again is a thing of he's like it's not like getting shot down is a unusual thing, especially in this war.
Well,
I'm just saying that they haven't
I'm
shown.
saying that as kind of a spoiler. This was his first command.
Yes. However, what I'm saying is this: they have like they're determining that he was in over his head, and that he wasn't capable because of a crash. But they haven't shown anything to suggest that this crash was totally avoidable. And in fact, when you run up to him, in fact, this crash seems even less avoidable than it was. And it's still portrayed as his own colossal fuck up. And I'm like, Okay, you're telling me that he made a big fucking mistake, but it seems like I'm not seeing like much
Well, we
options
also
for...
can't assume. We can't assume to have the same morality of an alien race.
No, I'm not talking about the morality. I'm just talking about that BioWare didn't do the work to show that this fuck up was as big as they're saying it is.
Silence. Enemies.
That's true.
Quick, we don't want them to call for backup.
They won't be calling back up after that.
Well.
Like, if they wanted to show it was a colossal fuck up, then, you know, they could have given more background information before you run in here. Like...
Well, I think the implication is that this was a whole platoon, and by the end of it, it's like 10.
Yeah, but again, that can happen, especially in this war, considering we've run into units that have already had losses like that. Like, what makes this guy having losses, like this particular guy having losses in this particular situation, more of a fuck up than anybody else who's had similar losses?
He's the son of a Primarch, and they assume that he will be good.
But again, they haven't shown any, like, they haven't, like, when you get more information on this, we're told it's a fuck up.
You are actually timed on this, Alex. You need to kill these things fast or they will die.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, when we're told about what happened, I'm not seeing how any other, like, they didn't show how there were other avenues that would have been safer or whatever. In fact, they straight up say that the pre-arranged route was unsafe,
like
which is why he did what he did.
Cannibals to your right.
I just went to the right. Okay, they got behind me.
They did not get behind you. You went too far.
I took the first right. Okay.
No, you didn't.
You're supposed to stay down.
Really? Because it says
if you
Victus is from somewhere else.
If you don't get rid of that thing too fast, it will kill them.
Yeah, I know. I do know that much.
Yes. That thing is horrifying to look at.
Yeah. Eldritch.
There's another pod ahead.
Go away,
Right.
you big piece of shit.
But like, yeah, like what we find out is there was a reason he got off the prearranged route, because the prearranged route was determined unsafe by anti-air, and so he flew away from that and got caught by fire and got caught by fighters. He commanded the change in route, but he wasn't the one personally flying. So I'm still not seeing how this is.
There was a
thing
thing here left on.
I mean, like, it's just again a thing of.
The Faceton's actually a really good assault rifle. I would have recommended you.
I will. The next opportunity I have to, like, if I find a workbench or an armory or something, I might try.
There's not a workbench on this level.
Well, this mission's not super long anyway.
You can test it out next mission.
Yeah, we'll just put it on Cerberus presence.
They do like. There's a specified thing between Javik and Garrus where it's like, yeah, failure was not permitted in our military. We would kill anyone who failed a mission in the most brutal way possible.
Okay.
Liability was not allowed during the war. And that's probably just them being like,
yeah,
well, we can't allow him to fail. Even if it's a minor failure, that makes sense why it happened. That's probably the justification for that.
Well, here's the thing. While that might work for Javik, the thing is, we know Turians have failed at missions before and not gotten that kind of shit. So it's clear it's supposed to be that there's something uniquely bad about this fuck up, that he really royally screwed up more than the usual fuck up of losing a ship to anti-air. And I'm just not seeing, and BioWare just didn't put in the work to explain that. They just said, oh, he royally fucked up. Like, how? He crashed. Yeah, a bunch of other people have crashed during this war. You haven't told me why this crash.
Well, it's also that this mission isn't supposed to happen, so the fact that these people didn't complete this mission, even if they died, if they completed the mission, it would have been worth it. The fact that they didn't.
Okay, but they're
is
still
the part
not,
that is also.
But it isn't that their combat ineffective yet.
We're on our way.
I'm just saying that there's still not no reason. Like, sure, you could say, oh, this mission isn't quote-unquote official, it's not supposed to actually be happening. Okay, that's a fuck up, but, I mean, the raid that killed Osama bin Laden, they crashed their Black Hawk. So...
yeah.
They still got him.
Yeah, they still crash the Blackhawk. This unit's still combat
And
effective.
up until this part, this mission's still Fubar.
No, it's not Fubar. If it was Fubar, they would be combat ineffective. This unit is still combat
Shepard
effective.
here.
That's the thing I'm getting at. Is like it's like everything so far hasn't justified why Lieutenant Victus had supposedly fucked up harder.
Well,
I think it's
also
justified for me, but whatever.
Well, no, it's not justified, but that's the point I'm gonna make. Sometimes the military just doesn't give a fuck about proper justification.
Yes. Sometimes the military doesn't give a fuck. My thing is,
doesn't matter why you didn't.
Why is Garrus sitting here like, oh, he really fucked up? Like, I'm not seeing that.
Okay, yeah, that.
Well, Garrus is also raised from somebody who is hardcore CSEC and best friends with a general.
Okay. How about this?
Oh shit, you got it.
Yeah, that thing will not be fucking around with us anymore.
Oh god, my stream just fucking died. What happened?
That was, the harvester was killed and it made a big boom, and I can see how that might like just make your stream go, you know what, fuck this.
The stream did not like it for 3 seconds.
Yeah, did not like that explosion.
Turian animosity is ancient and intense. It's inborn.
And I need them to work together, so let's not complicate things.
Like this crash isn't even a thing of they banked harder than a cruiser can actually bank, because they're actually gonna tell you they got shot down. Not that they like overdid the fucking drive core on a risky maneuver and then just fucking crashed. They got shot
the
down.
Wind got
like if it was a thing
the other implication that I got it is that Victus has always been said that he plays hard and fast with rules or intended strategy, and the intended strategy was a head-on fight with forces, and instead he tried to play clever, and it ended up fucking over.
That's
so
his
they could
dad's
just see it like you just try. I feel like the equivalent of trying to be like you're trying to be like your father, and it's screwed up. You should have just did what we told you.
Okay, but the very nature of special forces is not head-on fight. Like, that is the opposite of what you use the special forces for.
Well, again, Alex, that's probably what they were going.
I know
for.
I know you're trying to make a way for this thing to work, but I'm just not.
Please,
that.
please stop. Please don't.
Well, no, it's stupid. I agree with you. I'm just saying this is the most logical thing I could.
I feel like I've killed more than 2,000 enemies
I feel
by
like
this
you've
point.
killed more than 2,000.
How? I completed that by ending 2.
That's what I know. I feel like I've killed more than 2,000 enemies by this point. What the fuck?
You've also done more playthroughs over Villain, so. And you did all of the side missions in Mass Effect 2. Alex did like, what, 4 of them?
I did a few.
I did all of them.
I ignored Firewalker. Because Firewalker just is really
No, I
not
meant
all
like
that entertaining.
exploring the different planets. Like, you did like 4 of them.
You did not do very many of the planets.
I did do a
out.
lot of them. I know I did. I still feel like I killed more than 2. Wow!
Gotta drop the Ravager.
I mean, holy shit!
Well,
Ravagers are the most dangerous Reaper force in this game.
No, there's the Harvester.
Oh, it's a Harvester, damn.
Yeah, the Harvesters have the same guns as Ravagers.
For a second there, I thought that said Dark Channel Garrus. I was really confused.
Wow.
Ah, fuck. Jesus Christ. So since I killed that first one, it spawned the second one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I killed I killed 3 Harvesters in this mission. Because my powers just killed them too fast.
Lol.
Lieutenant Victus?
Commander Shepard, my men and I are in your debt. Thank you for saving so many.
What happened here?
He screwed up. Stand down, soldier. These men are dead because of him. I said, stand down.
Hey, I just saved all your asses, so everyone just calm down. Lieutenant, what's going on here?
I made a bad call. This is all on me. I chose caution and clever tactics over a head-on attack. And my men paid the price.
You mean the crash?
Yes. We could see on Hollow that Reaper forces were blocking our intended path. Staying on course guaranteed heavy casualties. So I chose a safer route, skirting the enemy. And that took us low and through these ruins. When we encountered resistance, there was no room to maneuver. Suddenly, we were in a fight for our lives. A lot of my men lost that fight.
Okay, so your call was crash here or crash there. I'm not seeing how this was uniquely bad.
Again, intended route.
So, which we established was going to be guaranteed crash versus maybe a crash. The fact that you crashed here is not like that's not bad. Call
Raven,
that a shit situation with no good option.
No. Raven, I'm telling you right now, there is no way to possibly justify this under any reasonable kind of logic.
No, I'm not saying it's reasonable. I'm saying that's what they probably were intending to do.
But I mean, like, under most things, it's like, okay.
I think they should have done it better.
So if I run into, like,
reasoning.
It's like this. So here's a position that you know the enemy is fortified in, and you say, I'm not doing that. You've already determined guaranteed crash on that route. I'm going to use this other route. Sure, it wasn't scouted, but I know this one's going to screw me. And so you crash on that route. What I'm hearing here is he chose a different crash site.
This is written from a bunch of people that don't know what the military is.
Yeah, true. I mean, the Alliance ranks
That's
already
true.
should say that. But I mean, like, I'm sitting here like, it was
And
crash
this
here or crash
entire
somewhere
species
else.
where military is in their blood.
So
Making hard decisions and dealing with the
you were put into boot camp at age 12.
Being a leader is about.
You're right, Commander. Our mission's still a failure.
I mean,
When we
the Spartans
stabilize the
did that
injured, we'll head
earlier,
back
but
to the fleet.
You're abandoning your mission?
yeah.
Yeah, but the
We're down
Spartans
over
don't
30 men.
breed.
It'd be suicide.
What exactly did you come
No,
here to do?
no, I'm talking about Grecian Spartans, not Halo Spartans.
Well, these are based off of Romans, so.
A bomb? How big?
Enormous. Cerberus has it.
Lieutenant, if Cerberus has that bomb, you have to finish your mission.
Haven't these men sacrificed enough?
Sacrifice is what we sign on for. They know that. And
No, they
so
haven't.
should you.
They're still alive.
My men have lost hope, Commander. Even if I wanted to finish the mission, they don't.
It's your job to make them want to.
How?
What's wrong with you? Inspire them, threaten them. Lieutenant, if Cerberus succeeds, the Reapers divide and conquer us, and then that is on them.
Listen up. This isn't about your fears and grievances.
Fears? We're only afraid of the next
Oh, shit.
messed up order.
Oh, no. I broke the stream.
Irrelevant. Court-martial death and
Neat.
dishonor awaits anyone who walks at his duty. We are Turian. We finish what we came here to do, or we die trying. Shuttles arrive any minute, so get your asses in gear. Let's move!
That's something I noticed about Turians.
Commander, come with us. We're a shell of what
They're
we were.
all improperly
We could use the
modeled.
help.
Every single
Send
one
me
of
the
them.
nav point. I'll see what I can do.
how so?
The black bit of their face
give us time
where
to
their
get a little
eyes
bit
are
See what we're up
is
against.
not textured
This,
except
I've
for
given you a
Garrus.
second
Garrus is the
chance.
only one that has
Don't
textures
screw
there.
this up.
Lol.
Understood, Commander. Hope to see
Like,
you
I've
after
noticed
we-
that with a number of Turian NPCs. If you look closely at their face, that black bit with their eyes is not textured. It's just a vacant spot of black.
Cerberus bomb. What the hell is going on, Commander?
Garrus is the only one that has a texture there. It's dark gray.
Ordinance Victus gave me placed it in the Kelphic Valley. It's a heavily populated area. That's all I know.
My gut says something's not right here.
What do you suggest?
Get the Primarch to come clean.
Should we alert the Krogan military?
I'd wait. We're in the dark here. Krogan-Turian relations are fragile until the genophage is cured. Let's not push it. And how about this bomb? How many troops does Cerberus have on this?
No idea. All I know is We can't have them detonating that bomb.
Keep me in the loop. Hack it out.
Primarch Victus.
Impressive work on Tuchanka. I'm grateful that...
Why didn't you tell me about the Cerberus bomb? Why hide that? What else are you keeping from me?
I have nothing for you.
For our alliance to work, I need to trust you.
Our friendship is new, Commander. Would you trust me with information that puts your people, puts Earth, at risk?
If I had to choose between our alliance and lying to save my people, I'd choose Earth every time.
Even if it cost you the Turian fleet?
I see your point.
Decisions like these weigh heavy on me. When I was a general, I could pass them up the chain of command. But now, I'm all I've got. Know what I mean?
Sure. And
that's all. Wait, there is one more thing, Commander. Thank you for saving my son.
Okay. Shadow broke a wet squad.
So his reason for not telling us about the bomb was because...
It's not a... I'm gonna just... I could... You
Why?
want me to say it? I could just say it, but we'll find.
It's not a Cerberus bomb, is it?
Why is a
Okay,
why is a
correction.
bomb
It
on
wasn't
a Krogan
Cerberus's
world
bomb.
classified from Turian?
It wasn't Cerberus's bomb.
Yeah.
They have it, but it wasn't theirs.
Or you're bombing what's left of your own.
Unless they don't actually have it, and that's a lie.
Soldiers out of our civilians. They don't have supply lines. How do you beat something like that? I'll let you know if you think it's...
Okay.
You should talk to Garrus.
Okay. Fuck. Alright, where is he? Is he back where he's supposed to be? Oh,
Also,
he's
you
hanging
should
out with
talk
Liara.
to Javik.
He's hanging out with Liara.
You should talk to everybody after every mission. Turns out they have lots to say about every mission.
Enough about me. What were you doing before we met up here?
Oh, you know, this and that.
All this has
Come
my
on,
favorite
spill
combo.
it to Sony.
Very well. I fought several explosive battles with Cerberus. I helped Shepard stop a robotic assassin on Mars. Oh, and I discovered plans for a Prothean doomsday device that were buried for 50,000 years.
Yeah, so just this and that, huh?
Hello, Shepard.
Turian's on a secret mission to Tuchanka, huh? No one told me anything about it. I'm curious to see.
Wait, has
how
Garrus
this
still not been
bomb
filled in
to
that Liara is a
Tuchanka
Shadow
goes.
Broker?
No, he knows.
I don't suppose.
Okay.
Ignoring.
He was there with us.
No, yeah, that's right. He was there.
Now, if you didn't
You
do
took
that
him.
DLC, it does have some
Archangel.
funnier things.
You heard about
Listen.
Your sojourn on Omega generated quite a few articles, not to mention security footage. There's one thing I couldn't dig up, though. Did you really take out 3 Blue Suns mercenaries with 1 bullet?
No, of course not. The third guy had a heart attack. Not fair to count him.
I love you, Garrus.
That's great. Like, oh no, that guy died of a heart attack. Can't count him.
It's not fair.
That's not fair. Oh, that's great.
You should not have let the Turian soldier evade his responsibility.
I take it Protheans didn't forgive many
Hi,
mistakes.
Javik.
If he had been under my command, I would have marooned him in the desert, buried him in sand up to his neck, and let the wildlife feast on his eyes. If he survived that, I would have rewarded him by shooting him in the head. Good soldiers are a precious resource. The stupidity of one cannot be allowed to jeopardize the lives of the others. The Turians are hiding something, Commander. Be careful.
Oh, now you say this.
Tuchanka was not always a wasteland. It once had jungles and forests.
ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
His head.
Keep the grid balanced is pure murder.
Lol.
Shepard?
Nothing to report.
Alex?
I'm here.
Sorry, you're just really quiet.
Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
There we go.
The best chess piece in the looks department in the game.
Mm-hmm.
What's the bonus it gives?
Weapon damage.
Not bad.
Anikadar always gives weapon damage. You can buy the shoulders, I believe, from one of the shops on the Citadel currently.
Hmm.
Get the executioner pistol.
Get the funny bonk pistol.
Okay, if I go to the Citadel, I should be able to get it.
If you go to the Citadel, you can buy that. But Alex, executioner pistol does the same amount of damage and is a pistol.
It does? No,
Yes.
that makes sense. God,
That does not make sense.
It's an armor-piercing pistol
It's
that weighs
hilarious.
less than 200. It weighs practically nothing. It's one shot and it does as much damage as the Black Widow.
See,
Okay,
I
Alex, let me
don't
put it to you
believe
this way. No, Alex.
And it's cheap as hell.
I put a turret. I put one of the turrets that the Cerberus engineers put down to half shields. I shot it with a pistol, and it nearly killed the thing. It nearly fucking murdered it.
You max out that
If it
executioner pistol, it's as good as the Widow, maybe as good as the Black Widow.
Alright, well, you
It's
just...
so funny.
Alright, well, let's see.
It is way too funny. It is unreasonably funny.
Though I will say the one thing that'll probably you'll have to get used to is that with every shot it has kick.
It has an egregious
You
amount
only
of
have one
kick.
shot, so it's not like
But-
you're gonna miss your second shot.
But you can adjust your aim while you're reloading. Oh.
Ooh, Raptor.
Yeah.
The damage increase on that is kind of ludicrous.
Yeah, keep the high cal barrel. And,
Look how big that hand cannon is.
big gun.
It's huge. Well, it's meant for Krogan, so.
The Krogan and Vorcha love the thing. I can only imagine firing that thing is like firing a 50 BMG out of an actual
While this
pistol.
body has all factory sensors, I do not have
Like
positive or
500
negative
Magnum, but
associations
worse.
with any specific scent.
Oh. Well, lucky you. So that went well. Glad to see that Turians can flip out and lose their shit just like the rest of us.
They're under a lot of pressure.
You stole the Normandy, got blown up by the Collectors, and sent us on a suicide mission at the Galactic Core. And I haven't mutinied once. Not once. Commander?
That does put in perspective of how petty that mission is.
By your continued existence, Shepard.
And I haven't mutinied once. Not once.
Low. Hello, Shepard.
Yeah. Thank you, Edie. It's like I admire survivability.
Shepard is the luckiest unlucky person in the galaxy.
Yes. They deal with all of the shit, but somehow live through all of it just to deal with
Worst
more
shit that could possibly happen to a person in the world, but you know what? They never die from it.
They
and if they do die, they get better.
Yeah.
Let's bring James. We haven't brought him along for a while. Or Liar. We haven't brought them along for a while.
I am mildly excited for running Sentinel for this.
What?
On my Insanity playthrough.
What just happened?
What?
It said that you had only the Hurricane. You only had the Tempest. You didn't have the Shuriken. It said 0 of 1 Tempest. What happened to the fucking Shuriken?
I disappeared. What?
Okay, so I wasn't imagining it.
What happened? What happened to it? Tech power damage. Incinerate is a really funny power.
Yep. You should put 2 in stasis.
Sorry.
I don't know why I try.
Their target seems to
You
be
can do it later.
ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
They're at old Krogan AA guns. We have no idea why they're there.
AS guns
Well,
into space.
Get on it. Alright, let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything.
So yeah, the thing that you want is somewhere here. I personally did not find them. For the oh wait, no, the power grid. Yeah, it's.
It didn't proc your ammo power for the executioner out. I don't know why. Yeah.
Not like it's gonna matter.
Yeah, not like it's gonna matter. It's still really funny though. No, shoot him in the body. They're unshielded.
You don't even have to aim for headshots. Just aim for the chest.
God, I love this thing.
I think it pierces through cover too.
Fuck!
Oh man, this gun is silly.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, you missed?
How
did you miss?
I don't know. Alex just shot him in the leg
Call
and he
back to
almost
the control
fucking
room.
died.
Says guy and immediately gets. Oh, there's a turret right there.
Oh god, damn it!
I saw that turret as Alex was charging.
Ball.
Look at the damage.
The turret. Bonk.
Ah, here we go.
What kind of Krogan relic I expected to find.
Grid schematics.
They cut power to the console.
Can you see why we wanted you to get this pistol now?
Let's move.
This thing is too funny.
In reinforcements, fortifying their
This
position.
is a silly gun.
This is so silly. And it's so unreasonably effective.
You have more than resistance. You have a soldier.
Alex, that one dude got back up. Fuck. ball.
Oh, he did. Shot to
Give
the
him the head.
chest and then the charge is a really effective combo.
Yes.
You have to shoot the latch.
Christ.
Yeah, very specific. You have to shoot the latch.
Reroute power to the main console. Heading back now.
Yep.
I should give this thing a scope.
No.
Scope might actually be a good play.
You told me not to. You lying shit.
Most pistols, yeah, no. This thing, maybe.
I went off the assumption that it was the Executioner was a different pistol. I did not know you were a pistol.
I told you what pistol it was. Many times, like, this is the funny bulk pistol.
I mean, I was listening.
Wait.
Also, I had told you don't use it if you plan to use powers a lot. Put on a power magnifier. You can't put on both. So if you plan to use powers a lot, I would say power amplifier. But since Alex is a Vanguard, she doesn't need power amplifiers. Wow, I don't know why my audio is glitching out crazy.
No, the audio was going nuts during that.
Yeah.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled.
You can actually look outside and see it.
Firing.
Gonna shoot a Cerberus dreadnought out the sky.
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
You did it.
Lol.
Right. Good work, everyone.
Like if you actually looked outside when it shot, you would have seen a giant white boom.
With those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in
Fuck
that
Cerberus.
system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it.
Good work, Commander. Hack it out.
Yeah, that was also a multiplayer map.
Makes sense.
The shorter missions that are centered around just Cerberus doing X thing are typically just
Not as complicated as waking up one day
multiplayer
and being
maps.
told you're the new Primarch.
Yes, thank you. I'm beginning to understand why leaders so often seem lonely. Worst-case scenarios aren't just theories. They're what you'll be dealing with 5 minutes from now.
That's why it helps to have allies.
Yes, you're right, of course. Is there something I can help you with?
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
We could be on the front lines. Why have they got us guarding the door anyway? Who's gonna break ranks right now?
War makes people stupid. Besides, you're talking to the road? Electors invaded this ship and kidnapped the crew.
Damn. Okay, I guess we gotta be ready for anything to come through that door.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Ah, civilian from Benning, saying thank you. Let's see how much. Okay, we got 30 minutes left. Let's hit that Turian mission with the bomb, and then that'll probably be, and then head back to the Citadel. And that's probably what we're gonna have time. All we're gonna have time for.
Okay.
Okay, we'll bring Garrus again for the bomb, and I guess we'll bring James.
You know, I found out something that really puts it in perspective.
You said the Facetin?
Hmm.
Give that
Yeah,
a shot?
Facetin.
All right, let's see what we got here.
It's like the R301 in Apex. Not fantastic in anything, but you know what? It's good. It's good and reliable.
But
So
it's fucking not overly remarkable in anything, but it's just fantastic all around, making it a good gun.
good damage, good range, good stability.
I'm gonna try out the scope. Okay, my weight is still pretty good, so. I'll keep on with that, actually.
As long as it's above 50%, I say that the weight is good. But I found out that if you don't do this mission and then complete Tuchanka, Eve actually dies.
Yeah, because she'll be killed by the bomb's explosion.
Because she'll be heading to the Celtic Valley.
This is as close as we get, Lieutenant. Look for somewhere to set your platoon down.
Copy that.
Talk to me about this Cerberus bomb.
It's not Cerberus, Commander. It's Turian.
What do you mean, Turian?
It was planted centuries ago, after the Krogan rebellions. The bomb was a safeguard against another galactic war.
Brutal, but it makes a certain kind of sense. Put the Krogan down hard if they tried anything.
Makes sense. Couldn't trust the Krogan to play nice. But right now we focus on disarming that bomb.
Yes, but Cerberus found it. Detonation means all-out war between my people and the Krogan.
Right. Where is it?
Those buildings ahead.
How fucked up is that? Not only do you put up a fucking plague that fucks their birth rates up, you also put a bomb in one of their densely populated areas.
Okay, no, the genophage was like hacking at someone with a saw blade, creating this nasty rip and tear wound.
Festering
on
wound,
the,
yeah.
And then the bomb was sprinkling a little salt into it.
That ain't just sprinkling salt. I mean, like, imagine...
Sprinkling some salt and lemon juice.
You know what I was going to say, man. So imagine if, after everything, the U.S., when they finally leave Afghanistan, decides, yeah, you know, we're going to just bury a nuke underneath their government buildings and not tell them about it. One that we could just detonate at any time. Just in case they get uppity.
Just in case they get uppity.
That's what this is. Interesting. I don't dislike
this is my good old reliable in multiplayer. Even when I got some of the Spectre requisition weapons, just this was good reliable.
Main pairing, like, yeah, it's good at medium.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, that felt pretty good. That actually feels pretty good.
Which is weird because it's considered like a common weapon in the multiplayer. It's low grade. It's like, I think, one of the best, honestly.
Well, remember, you had to get packages to unlock the higher grades, remember? This was some shit.
Yeah.
Like, it couldn't be like, oh, you unlocked the Raptor, so now you can now you can upgrade it. No, you unlocked the Raptor once. You have to unlock the Raptor 3 more times to get the better version.
And then you have to open a loot box to get it again.
Yep, every time it's a loot box. Man, I hate, like, as good as the multiplayer was, it was the thing that started the loot box craze during the 2010s.
It was one of the beginnings of loot boxes.
It was the earliest one I can personally remember.
Wait, did a headshot go through the shield?
Yes.
Wow.
No, Alex, Raven. Alex has been body-shotting people with that thing this entire time and is taking off the shields and putting them at half health. A headshot will definitely kill them.
But yeah, so Dylan, a loot box for the multiplayer for this to get a guaranteed Spectre item, either a character or a weapon, would be $20. And
you could earn in-game currency to do it.
You can earn in-game credits.
Only it took you like 50 matches.
It would take 8 bronze matches, 3 silver matches, and 1 gold and platinum match.
These guys just get fucked.
And platinum was rough.
Platinum was
If you
the
were not
struggle.
ready for platinum,
you
platinum
needed to already
lost.
have like a full loadout of platinum level gear to do what platinum mission.
Not really. I did with N7 Slayer with a Predator. I just went and just used my powers on everything.
Of course, my powers decided not to work.
Ah.
Yeah, biotic charge. The N7 Slayer had one of the best power combos of biotic charge, and then it had a phase thing that they could shoot out of their hand, and it cost like 10% of their shield, and it did a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah,
so you just charge everything, boom, 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 dead.
Yeah, every,
charge, boom, boom, boom.
Every in the multiplayer, so you start out with a base class, a base version of the classes from single player, which were basically just Shepard clones.
I heard a turret.
Yeah, I can hear it too. They were basically just Shepard
your
clones,
allies
but you
are
could only
dealing with
have.
them.
But they only had like 2 powers, so since they didn't have the pausing thing, so. But then they had the prestige
Your allies are still
classes,
fighting
and
the turret.
What the fuck are they fighting? There was no turret down there when I was done. I know I can hear hear it too, but like.
It was to the right. You didn't go to the right.
Yes, Alex did. I'm pretty sure Alex went to the right.
I did destroy a turret. I didn't see a second turret, though.
You destroyed a turret, and I
did
heard
kill
another engineer.
Yeah, I
setting
did kill
up
the
another
second
turret.
engineer, and I'm like, I never saw his second turret. It's probably what they are is what happened, but I didn't see him.
Copy that.
Nice shot, Alex.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Wait.
Detonation protocol complete.
I mean, the
that's
bomb
bad.
is technically active now.
Oh, and now you have a tier 3 scope. Nice.
Nice. Oh, they're leaving.
Don't move forward. They'll just stay in that ship.
Ah, damn it. And they're gone. I still killed one when he was leaving. Okay, they're evacing, yeah.
Like, if you just stay right here with that data pad, if you just aim at them, they will not leave. You can just kill them all.
Lol.
Thing does stupid damage.
It
Yeah, they're all
does.
dead.
Let's get to high ground.
Agreed. Let's go.
This thing does unfair amounts of damage, and I love it. It is so funny.
Damn. That thing's gonna do some damage. How the hell they hide that?
It must have been far enough underground to stay hidden. Cerberus had to dig it out.
I hope Victus knows what he's doing. We won't get a second chance. We gotta move, Shepard.
Commander, we're entering the bomb site. Moving towards the control station.
It'll up.
Roger that. We're on our way.
Oh, okay.
How?
There we go. There are a lot of mods on this level. Like, it's like the 5th one I picked up.
We're closing on the Hornet's nest. They'll be swarming out any minute now.
Yeah, these missions typically have a lot of mods.
And all of it thanks to my people. Damn it.
Whoops.
You know what's the fucked up bit? Javik says that the Turians didn't go far enough with this because they didn't actually use the bomb.
Damn it, James.
James! Javik said that if they were to actually do it properly, they should have actually used the bomb or used it as leverage and told them that they had the bomb on the planet. But didn't specify where.
Cerberus set up a firewall around the trigger mechanism to slow us down. I need
I
to
mean,
create a bypass. That'll
There's just
take
about any
time.
other enemy that would have
But
worked.
like you said, no trigger, no explosion.
Are you sure you can disarm the trigger?
Yes, it's old tech. I know what to do. Buy me a few minutes, Commander.
I put my team at risk to get you here, Lieutenant. You better deliver.
I know what's at stake, Commander. And thank you for making sure I get this chance.
Just make it right, soldier.
Damn it! Commander!
Focus on on the bomb.
So they have a shot on those two, but not Victus?
Yes.
Nobody gets past us. Clear?
Understood. We've got company. I need more time, Commander.
I had done this with 200% cooldown on my engineer, and I just kept spamming abilities. I had like 3 Kodiak shuttles at the same time because I was killing the soldiers too fast.
Wall.
More incoming. Need more time.
Ah, damn, he dodged.
Oh.
You good, Raven?
Scratch on my upper left shoulder. Couldn't reach it with left arm. Used right arm.
Cool. Oh, punch them.
Sending everything they've got.
Watch for more shuttles.
Wall. Wall.
Shepard.
Take that thing down now.
Ow.
Carnage and then overload on the Atlas.
Can't carnage it.
No, you can carnage it, it just won't do full damage, but the carnage will cause a fire explosion, which will do good chunk.
Oh, Gareth.
Oh no, Gareth is there. If you want to do a stupid tactic, you could do a biotic charge, roll back, do a biotic charge, and then do a rollback as you're moving backwards. It technically works, but it's a stupid concept. Dead. DED.
Okay. Okay, you're good.
What? Okay, for a second I thought he was still dead.
Ball.
Commander, firewall's down. I'm in. Spirits. Cerberus hacked the trigger mechanism. It's set to...
Disarm it.
No time.
I'm in.
I have to separate the trigger from the bomb. Now.
Cutscene played too fast. He didn't finish his dialogue. Shepard has an assault rifle right now, and she's still using the Avenger. What the hell?
They really like the Avenger.
Well, it's the default.
Oh, it didn't render.
How the fuck was
render
this
the
thing
thing.
built?
Yeah, there we go.
Lieutenant!
Victory. At any cost.
Oh, well, damn.
Was the
he's fucking
trigger
dead.
mechanism made of explodium? Why did it blow up?
It's the detonator. The detonator detonates itself, which then triggers the actual explosive.
Yes.
C4 detonators explode in someone's hands when they press the button.
Yes, but C4 is a very different type of explosive. Certain explosives, you can literally throw them at a rock wall and they won't explode without their detonator. C4 is something that if you hit it too hard, it will just blow up.
No, it isn't.
Primarch's son included.
It's a plastine explosive. The lower grade ones, I should say, C1s through 3.
Okay, so the jank ones.
I should say plastine explosives like C4 can technically explode if they are agitated enough.
What do the Turians think about this, Garrus?
And then
other
Mythbusters
explosives will
literally
not
shot it
explode
with
without
incendiary ammo, and it didn't go boom.
Yeah, and there are a number of explosives that are actually inert.
Living your life for the cause.
So without their detonator, so.
First. It's all just expected.
Like a nuclear weapon isn't gonna explode if it's just dropped. It has to. Its detonator actually has to be active.
Good work on Tachanka, Commander. Stopping that bomb prevented the war between the Turians and the Krogan. We can't afford that kind of division right now.
Joker said the Krogan are recovering the bomb?
They moved in, won't allow Turians to send in recovery crews to help.
Understandable.
The situation is fragile at the moment. With Rex and the Primarch aboard the Normandy, you've got a situation brewing. We don't have a solid alliance between those two yet. Keep the peace, Commander. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Pack it out.
We couldn't risk another galactic war with the Krogan.
The genophage wasn't enough? You had to plant a bomb on my planet?
The decision was made hundreds of years ago. So much has changed.
Not enough to tell us about the bomb, coward.
Hey. The Reapers are out there destroying the galaxy, and you want to fight about this. Primarch, you had a bomb on Tachanka. And Rex, in the Turian's place, you would have done the same damn thing.
Shepard.
It's over. His own son died today making this right.
Please, Commander. It's all right.
Yes, fine. Shepard, you made your point. We have stronger enemies to face.
We do.
I understand your reservations before, Commander. But I hope you now understand the secrecy.
You kept this a secret and then put your son in charge? He couldn't handle it.
Yes. You're right, Commander. It was a mistake not to trust you. I know that now. My son. He died with the respect of his men. I wanted to thank you for that. His sacrifice will be recorded in the histories of the 9th Platoon. Something any father would be proud of.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to the Citadel.
The father is happy that their son died. But even in that case, he will be proud that his son died not a bitch.
I heard what Victor's did.
He was a brave man.
I don't think I could... there I go again. I was going to say that I could never do that.
But?
But I was wrong. Being here, watching you, you've shown me what it means to serve in the Alliance.
You're a good officer, Trainer. Glad you finally realize it.
Thanks. It's not that I'm volunteering for bomb job duty. I'd suggest sending someone who has armor first, if possible.
Alright, I'll be right back. Let me use the restroom.
Thanks, Trainer. I'd suggest sending someone who has armor first, if possible.
I mean...
That's great. I mean, she's not wrong.
swear to God, like, there's so much fucking Pyrrhic victory in this game.
Yeah. I mean, against the Reapers, you don't have much choice. It's either
Yeah.
Pyrrhic victory or pure loss.
Like, just the fact that these things can wipe out whole platoons at a time with one laser blast, like, that should just put in perspective that, like, this isn't gonna be a clear-cut fight. This is gonna be attrition.
Yep. Shit.
What the hell?
What?
Apparently, in the original play test for D&D 5th edition, called D&D Next, all martial classes at level 5 got an ability where you could roll twice on a damage die and add both totals together.
I'm guessing none of them have that? I don't think any
Oh.
of them have that.
Nope.
Okay.
And there was no cap on how many times you could do this. It's just whenever you do damage.
Hi, Alex.
Yellow.
At 5th level, you can do this. You can roll 5 damage die and add all the totals together.
Jeez.
Imagine doing that with Great Weapon Master. Just a flat plus 10 for an attack with 10d6.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground
Every time I
transport?
see that dock as an option, I'm like, no, head there. And then I remember, oh wait, no, that's DLC.
I'm headed to Purgatory.
We'll have a cab ready for you.
I'm not going to be able to put up with this assignment much longer.
I hear you. The way people in there keep acting like nothing's going on.
No, that's just them coping with the war. It's the bottom feeders that are getting to me. Profiteering on the lives the war is destroying. It's sick.
It's just business as usual as far as they're concerned.
Don't mean to interrupt, but I found these schematics. They're pretty old, but maybe they could help you.
Those really are old, but solid. We could totally convert our current systems to this. Thanks.
Okay. Cerberus, I didn't even realize we picked those up.
Well,
And you have to also talk to Barlaban.
yes, yes. The Citadel is
No
in
one
for
to
a
give
man.
them to yet.
Yeah, you don't give the turrets until after Tuchanka, but you have to talk to Barlaban to complete that Shadowbroker mission. And you don't have to actually head back to the elevator and go all the way to the docks. I found out that there's a shuttle thing that allows you to go straight to the Normandy. Did not know that was there.
Yep.
Now arriving at Presidium Common.
I noticed it outside of Purgatory.
There is one here as well.
Yeah.
I think the only one that doesn't have it is the holding is the docks and the Huerta Memorial.
I have trouble believing that the embassies area would have it either. I think the Presidium Commons and Purgatory are the only ones that have it.
My finder's fee from the mercenary's employer. And now that our business is concluded, I have to tend to some other engagements. Goodbye, Commander. And may I say, good luck.
He's stepping on a fucking box to see everybody at eye level.
Yes. Bolus are tiny. Well, they're chunky.
Dylan, in the multiplayer, for a Volus to actually be on the like ready screen, there everybody does like an action pose. For all of the Volus, they're standing on a bunch of fucking like Metagel containers, just so that they can look at the same height as everybody else.
That's too funny.
Gonna do anything to you, especially in the middle of this damn war.
My reports don't show much activity from the Asari.
Okay, out of all the people who played Volus, how many of them played Volus Vanguard for the Bionic Bowling Ball?
Infiltration and sabotage.
But against Reaper forces.
That's the only reason they played it.
That was the only reason anyone ever played Volus.
Tits on a Hanar. Good thing we've got the Turians and the Krogan to do the heavy lifting. People just aren't built for the front range.
That's a phrase I did not expect to hear.
Thank you, Athena. Useful as tits on a Hanar.
Can honestly say, was not expecting that.
Neither was I. She's not wrong, though.
Oh, we should head to Huerta.
Mm-hmm. Hear more of that story.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
The prisoners were indoctrinated. You think? And once the alarm was sounded...
Naira's eyes were black. The whole time, not just for a second. I could feel her mind from where I was standing. The humans were in the way, attacking us. I used my biotics. Flung them around. I've been horrified when Naira tore the farmers apart, but goddess, I ripped them in half. And it felt good.
There's nothing shameful about feeling an adrenaline rush during battle.
I might have killed more than Naira and those husks did. She wanted them alive, to turn them. And I...
And you survived.
I think there's like one or two more bits to that story.
There's at least two more.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy to scale. The humans made some amazing breakthroughs.
Oh, Caden's done.
Yeah. So that's
we should
much
also
it
talk
for
to Odina about that.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk to Udina. But, yeah, so, after Tuchanka, there's going to be a Citadel reset as well, and I'm not going to be able to see the rest of that story, so I might just do some of the DLC stuff.
Check, see if you can hear another.
If I leave and come back, I might. Oh, hey.
Again, but we were blocked. And the farm girl? Her leg was broken, bleeding bad. I knocked down a wall in a barn with a big warp field. I was so proud of that. And we hid.
They must have searched for you.
I'm an Asari huntress. No damn husk is gonna find me unless I let it.
But the farm girl who was with you?
Her leg was broken. She was whimpering, and then Naira. I saw her through a hole in the woods. She was coming closer with those dead black eyes. And Hillary, the farm girl, she couldn't stop crying. They were gonna hear.
What did you do?
What do you think?
Welcome,
That might. I think that's the end of that story. I think.
No, there's another one.
Alright, then I'll go. You said talk to Edina. We'll talk to Edina, then we'll come back to hear the last of it. I think.
Yeah.
That story is important, Dylan, but you won't really get it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It won't really become apparent why.
Yeah.
Shepard, I expect you're curious about Major Alenko.
Heard it on the news. How'd Caden go from sickbay to Spectre?
Sorry you found out in such an impersonal manner. The Council is in dire need of loyal agents. Alenko is among the first of many.
It's about time someone recognized what Caden's capable of.
Yes, a biotic, combat veteran with no PTSD, leadership skills, and most importantly, he is incorruptible. I will be keeping him close. Do not worry. The time, my schedule has a way of catching up to me. Will this be all?
Nothing else new.
I should go.
I'll be here.
I don't know why, but when I first heard that and heard him like, yes, and he's incorruptible, I'll be keeping him close, don't you worry. That's the moment I start worrying.
I'll be keeping him
In any
close.
other game, yes. In 1 or 2, if you said that, yes. But given the situation now in 3 and his previous attitude, I'm less worried. Like, his attitude in 3 thus far leaves me with the least amount of worry as I can possibly have regarding Udina.
He's still a snake, though.
He's still a piece of shit. But he's a piece of shit that knows how to set aside his shitty tendencies when shit needs to get done.
That's fair.
Like right now.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Alright, let's
He
see
is
if we can hear the
detestable,
last of that
but
story.
Useful. Yes.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
In addition to your medical discharge, the government wants to give you a medal. The intel you provided when that shuttle finally found you, you saved a lot of lives.
And I killed those farmers.
They were indoctrinated. You had to defend yourself. And as for Hillary...
You idiot. When I took a shower and left my gun in the bedroom, I killed them. Naira. At least she can blame the Reapers. But I'm just... me. Color in my eyes. Did they turn back after? Could I get that gun now?
I'll see what I can do.
And that's it for that story.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our hunters should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next...
That girl is going... That poor Asari is going to be sleeping with a gun under their pillow for the rest of their existence. And depending on how bad that PTSD gets, that existence may
It
not
might be
terribly
a
long.
few weeks.
It could be anywhere from a single-digit number of days to decades. Maybe it'll get more manageable. Maybe it'll get worse.
I mean, for an Asari, centuries.
I know. I'm sticking with decades unless they get someone to help them. Like, if it doesn't get better...
Alright, that is going to be that for this session.
Yeah.
We'll continue this tomorrow, and I think maybe we'll do a DLC. Maybe. We'll either do, you know, we'll just do Tachanka. We'll do the DLCs after Tachanka. Anyways, thank you all for coming. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the next one.